Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Chuckles here, and today about some gameplay for you guys on Shores of Time. I go 31-3 using the Mida multi-tool, and I think I get like one sniper kill. I know it's been quite a while since I've had some gameplay on Shores of Time, so I'm really glad I was able to get this up for you guys. And this first kill, I realized I can't hit anything. This is one of my last games last night, and I started off kind of rough with that first one, but don't worry, I pick it up and I'm just constantly shredding people with the Mida. The thing about Shores of Time is, honestly, everybody has this mentality that you must capture CB. No matter what, you have to capture CB. Really, you have to find 2 points. B is the middle point. You need B, regardless of what point you capture. The biggest thing people make the mistake of doing is rushing from one side to the other without their weapons readied. There's so many sight lines where people can pick you off with a scout rifle or a long-range weapon or a sniper, and it makes it really easy. Right here, great example. These guys are just rushing, trying to get to the zone, and they don't even get a chance because I just nail them and pick them off my primary before they even get a chance to react. When you guys are trying to capture a zone, the biggest thing is, I've told you before, in some of my other videos, and I'll leave a link in the description talking about positioning and understanding when to capture a zone and when to clear zones. You have to clear zones and clear the area before you can go through and like rush a zone. These guys have no idea what they're doing, and they're literally just rushing at me. I mean, the guys that are using shotguns this game, they have no idea what a primary is. You saw that guy in the beginning, he blinked multiple times. When someone's blinking as wildly as that guy was, they are just, literally, they have no idea what to do. They're just blinking shotgunning, blink shotgun over and over, and they don't care about zones. They don't. They're just in here to rush, and they're trying to kill you. Somebody who doesn't know how to primary isn't going to be able to defend a zone well. I don't know what my teammate was doing. This guy was just capturing a zone, though, and easy kill for me. Mida could honestly really beat the Thorn in Last Word. The biggest thing about the Mida multi-tool, and its biggest strength, is strafing. I know it says it in the perk, and that's pretty obvious, but there's a difference between knowing that and using it effectively. Being able to strafe side to side really quickly and still hit precision shots is huge, and that'll win you a lot of duels against the Last Word and Thorns, even at medium range distance. So the biggest thing is, I'm not camping. People say, oh, you're camping out C. I'm not camping. I am basically utilizing all of these angles and basically going back and forth between the left and right side of the map. I noticed on that last guy, the Titan that rushed me, every time he tried to inch or slide closer with the shotgun, I unzoomed and took one step backwards, and then I shot him again. It was like step back, shoot, step back, shoot, step back, shoot. Because I realized this guy is basically set on using just his shotgun to try and kill me. So as long as I'm constantly backpedaling from this guy, he has no chance of killing me or outplaying me whatsoever. This guy's invisible. Look at that, he has a shotgun. Bro, I know you have a fellow winner's lie, and you want to shoot me from 20 feet away, but the thing is, I'm not going to let you do that. And you have to pay attention to that. You got to be watching your radar and just looking at everything and keeping your angles. The biggest thing about how I'm playing right now is, you'll notice, I am only watching 2 areas ever at one given time. Where I was sitting outside of B, I had to watch the B zone and I had to watch the cave. I know that I had a team member on C watching C zone, and as long as I had him over there, it was fine. The only way I would know if they're capturing a C is one of 2 things. 1, they initially sit on C, and I can see that they're capturing the zone. Or 2, if my teammate over here has the icon above his head, it means he's taking damage. If that's not happening, then I'm going to ignore this half of the map. Now that rockets have spawned, if you guys are playing Shores of Time, I want you to go try this next time you're doing this. I have told every person that I've played with on this map, and every person's like, what are you talking about? Here's the deal. If you get heavy ammo on this side of the map, what I want you guys to do is to go grab your rockets and rush up into this little middle room. Not into the middle room, but jump to the front of it. Shoot your rocket at the special ammo back by A. I guarantee you, if you count to 5 and then shoot a rocket there, every single time there will be 1 or 2 guys there, and you'll be able to get kills. It always works. People always pick up special ammo right at heavy ammo, for the simple fact that if you pick up special ammo initially at 11 minutes, because that's when it spawns, the next respawn time is like 5 seconds after heavy spawns. And so it's just convenient for players to do that, and it's almost always guaranteed free kills, and that's when it comes to predicting your enemies and knowing what they're going to do. This is going to happen and work on a lot of maps. Shores of Time, it's just pretty obvious though which one they're going to be going to, because going to that special ammo is really the safest bet for players on the A side. Going to the special ammo over by the B area outside is very, very risky, especially since we have snipers and rockets lined up on that area. So here, I don't want to go over there. I'm not going to B. Why? Because 1, I know there's a guy chilling right there, and 2, I see the 2 skulls for my teammates, so clearly they died. Wow, excuse me. Blade Dancer got popped here, so I'm really keeping my distance, and I kind of zoom back. And then the bubble. So I'm going to get out of here. I want nothing to do with that. Basically, when he pops a bubble, that's a signal for his teammates, hey, this area is safe. So I know that that zone is about to get overwhelmed with the enemy team. So I'm scooting back some, creating more distance and repositioning, and just kind of waiting. And I'm never getting too close or too grouped up with my teammates. So there's 2 people here. I'm going to chuck a grenade up there, and then I'm going to scoot back again. I still want nothing to do with this. If we don't have a super, there's not much we can do. Here, there's a guy with the thorn, and I should have killed that exploding box quite a while ago. It's unfortunate, 2 of my deaths this game are actually 2 objects. One is the exploding box, and the other one you'll see right here. So I should have just ran there, but I was being a little picky. I didn't want them to get special ammo, and I grabbed it, which was fine. I would have outran this guy. Check this out. I jump. This rock's like, yo, not today, dude. And it just literally bumps me backwards. The thing is, though, that guy right there, if somebody grabbed his primary and tore it out of his hands and threw it back with him and hit him in the face, he would still have no idea what his primary is. That guy was set on using his shotgun, and that's all he did this game. So had that rock not bumped me back the way that I did, I would have easily outran him with the Mida, turned around and shot him in the face. But unfortunately, the rock didn't want me to live. And I don't mean Rock the Dwayne Johnson, I mean that little inanimate object sitting on the ground. So heavy ammo spawned. What I'm going to be doing is just kind of watching both sides. I have a teammate on the left seaside zone, and he's watching those angles. You really don't need to have multiple people over there. And again, people get heavy ammo. What is my team doing right now? They're doing what they shouldn't be doing. That guy almost just took a rocket to the face. If you get heavy, you have no need to push. We have CB. I've told you guys before, if you have the zones that you want, stop pushing. The next person on my team, I believe, has 14 kills at the end of this game, and I have 31. The majority of my team went negative or had like 1 KDs. And the reason I had so many more kills with them and a way better just amount of KD than they did is for the simple fact that I didn't push. I got the zones, I got what it is that we needed, and then I just defended those things. People can say if you play offensively, you get more kills. That could be the case, but there's some maps where you just need to chill out and wait for them to come to you and be patient. Here, I finally saw somebody on my radar, so I popped out, shot him with the rocket, and then I went back to fighting. And the reason I knew it was safe to do that is because I saw the bullets that they were firing, and I know what kind of gun they were using. Grenades there. Alright, I'm going to back away. I'm kind of wait for them to come to me again. There's a guy hanging out in the middle. And here I actually, I managed to dodge 2 supers, which was awesome. And then they ran to me again. They had a super and they felt they were safe. My golden gun, and I'm going to use my golden gun before I use my rocket, simply because I want to get my super back. That guy had a super, but I believe he was a defender. Here I make a mistake. I should have shot the guy sitting down before the guy jumping. That way, had I done that, I could have jumped to the left and followed that guy, and I probably would have avoided that Titan smash. But unfortunately, I did not. That was actually the one death I did mess up on quite a bit. The other 2 deaths were kind of just silly. And just random positioning and random silly things. Here, my team is just getting shot with shotguns. I haven't got killed with a shotgun once. The simple fact that I'm just other than that rock time. But I mean, they don't even have a chance to get to me. Every time they blink towards me, I don't even bother shooting them. I literally just keep backpedaling. Because I know that after 2, they have a cooldown. And that's just really how you eliminate the shotgun threat. Shotguns, in my opinion, they're obnoxious. And on some maps, they can be really frustrating because not every map is as open as Shores of Time is. But they can definitely be avoided. This guy just doesn't pay attention whatsoever. He's in the Lord of Wolves. And here actually is a really good example of me creating distance and space. I know there's 2 enemies over here, so I basically utilize this cover. I pick off this one guy running at me, I shoot him, I'm going to strafe behind this rock now and come from a different angle, and he's not even looking my way. Reload, and I know there's another guy over here, but he doesn't know where I'm at yet. By the time he realizes what's going on, I am in the back of our spawn. So what I did there is I did 2 things. 1, I picked off a bunch of the enemy by creating a bunch of distance. And 2, I got to the far back of my spawn. That way, their team could not spawn over here. Because once there's 2 or 3 of their team over here, it's possible they can flip the spawns. You'll notice how some of my teams actually started spawning on A, but because I kept my position in the far back when the enemy was pushing, I was able to maintain our spawn for our team. Heavy ammo spawning again, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to set up over here, wait for them to walk out, and try and capture this zone. But I don't want to sit here too long. I realize my team does have this, so I'm going to step off for a sec, and then watch the middle area again. I know that they're capturing A. I see at least 2 people on that zone. So I'm going to check out the special ammo up here, but I see that my team is already doing that, so there's no need for me to be in that room. If your team is there with a sniper or rocket, do not clutter your teammates. I can't repeat that enough. It drives me absolutely nuts when people think that clustering in one little area is the key. The key to winning a game is creating a bunch of map pressure, and if every single person on your team is one area, you have very, very little map pressure. So you'll notice how I'm just constantly moving back and forth on this map between the BC zones. I'm never staying in one spot. I'm creating as much pressure as possible. And I just instinctively know if they're not pushing up to B side after a little while, they're going to be coming from the C flank. You notice how I'm always on top of where they're moving around. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and I hope some of these tips were helpful. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and I'll see you later.